Welcome, everyone, to our webinar, Unlocking the Power of Multi-Cloud Networking in an Era of AI and App Modernization with Equinix and Aviatrix. Today, we're thrilled to have two distinguished experts with us, Equinix Global Principal Technologist Charlie Lane and Aviatrix Solution Architect Jason Hayward. Together, they'll share how the partnership between Equinix and Aviatrix empowers joint customers to navigate the complexities of hybrid multi-cloud environments, including enabling them to unlock the full potential of AI and application modernization. In light of the evolution of a new sector, Cloud Native Security Fabric, CNSF, for multi-cloud environments, Aviatrix and Equinix have a great story to tell together.
Thanks so much for having us, Benson. We're super excited to discuss how our joint customers can drive seamless and secure infrastructure deployment across on-premises and multi-cloud providers, operate efficiently across geographies, and ensure uninterrupted data flow between clouds. Whether it's connecting hybrid environments or expanding into new global markets, Equinix and Aviatrix provide the technology and expertise to make it happen.
Yeah, and thanks for the intro, Charlie. Together, we deliver a comprehensive solution that prioritizes visibility, control, and automation. Our partnership not only helps our customers overcome the challenges of modern IT, but also enables them to streamline operations, secure their environments, and leverage emerging technologies like AI to drive innovation. Just a quick reminder, there will be an open Q&A at the end of the presentation, but feel free to drop your questions into the Q&A section anytime as we go.
Good call.
All right, let's dive into our discussion. Our first question is for Global Principal Technologist Charlie. Question number one, how are businesses looking to leverage AI, and how does that impact their current hybrid multi-cloud strategy?
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Benson. You're right. AI is absolutely a transformative force in today's business landscape, specifically offering capabilities that once were truly unimaginable. From intelligent automation to real-time decision-making and actionable insights, AI has been enabling businesses to innovate faster, improve operational efficiencies, deliver superior customer experiences. However, these advancements come with their own sets of challenges, particularly in hybrid multi-cloud environments. So let's break these down. So AI's impact on scalability and modernization. Specifically, AI accelerates application modernization by enabling businesses to scale their operations dynamically. For example, AI-driven workloads often require access to massive data sets stored across multiple clouds or even on-premise environments. This means that businesses need a robust, low-latency infrastructure to ensure seamless data flow and processing. Secondly, when it comes to security and governance challenges, with AI, the stakes for security and governance are higher than ever. Businesses must ensure that sensitive data is protected as it moves between clouds, while also meeting stringent regulatory and compliance requirements. This is particularly critical in regulated industries like finance and healthcare, where data breaches can have truly severe consequences. And third, performance and user experience. AI applications such as real-time analytics and machine learning models demand high-performance infrastructure. Any latency or downtime can significantly impact the user experience and the effectiveness of AI-driven insights. So this is where the partnership between Equinix and Aviatrix becomes truly invaluable. From the Equinix side, our global digital infrastructure and software-defined interconnection platform provide proximity to every single major cloud provider. This ensures low latency connectivity, high data throughput, and secure access to cloud resources and data lakes, which are obviously critical for AI workloads. For example, Equinix's data centers, called IBXs, are strategically located to minimize latency and maximize performance. This enables businesses to deploy AI workloads where they perform best. From the Aviatrix side, Aviatrix complements this by providing a unified multi-cloud networking and security platform. With Aviatrix, businesses gain visibility, control, and automation across their entire cloud environment. This means that they can manage their AI workloads more effectively, ensuring consistent security and performance. Together, Equinix and Aviatrix empower organizations to overcome complexities of the hybrid multi-cloud environment. enabling them to unlock the full potential of AI and application modernization.
Thank you, Charlie, for that insight. It's abundantly clear that AI is driving incredible innovation, but it's also creating a lot of complexity for businesses to manage. The partnership between Equinix and Aviatrix sounds like a very interesting proposition for customers to tackle these challenges. It's exciting to see how this collaboration is helping organizations modernize and stay competitive in such a fast evolving landscape. Now, let's ask a question to Aviatrix Principal Solution Architect, Jason. Question number 2. How does Aviatrix simplify multi-cloud networking and security for businesses?
Yeah, so thanks for the question, Betsy. Really appreciate it. So Aviatrix simplifies the inherent complexity of multi-cloud networking and security by providing a unified platform that abstracts the native complexities of individual cloud providers. So in other words, you don't have to keep flipping between different consoles or different CLIs. Let me explain how we do this in a bit more detail. So we've got a unified control plane. One of the biggest challenges businesses face in a multi-cloud environment is the lack of consistency. Each cloud provider has its own set of tools, APIs, and configurations, which can create operational silos. We solve this by offering a unified control plane that provides consistent routing, security, and operations across AWS, Azure, GCP, and many more. And this means businesses can manage their entire multi-cloud environment from a single interface, reducing complexity and improving efficiency. You don't have to do 1,000 clicks across 1,000 different GUIs to make this thing work. It all happens within our system automatically. We also offer high-performance encryption. So what that really is security is a top priority for any business in the cloud. Aviatrix's high-performance encryption ensures secure, high-speed private cloud connectivity from on-premise environments to the cloud. This not only protects sensitive data, but also reduces all the costs associated with having to add on ISV firewalls and data transfer charges. But there's also operational efficiencies you get out of this. And we do this by unifying networking and security across multiple clouds. Aviatrix eliminates operational silos and ensures consistent performance as well as a consistent user experience. This is particularly important for businesses that need to scale their operations quickly or deploy workloads across multiple regions, because we take away the complexity of trying to figure out what size devices you have to deploy to make these things work in these different operational environments. We also offer advanced visibility and troubleshooting. Aviatrix provides deep visibility into the networking environment, enabling IT teams to identify and resolve issues quickly, which is a real game changer for businesses that rely on real-time analytics and AI-driven insights. It also brings back some of your favorite networking tools, things like TCP dump, ping, traceroute, all these things that were missing when cloud providers decided that they were going to do networking. We brought them back and given these old tools new life in these environments. By delivering these capabilities, Aviatrix enables businesses to focus on what matters most, innovation and growth. Instead of spending time managing complex infrastructure, companies can concentrate on developing new products, improving customer experience, and driving their business outcomes.
Thank you, Jason. That's great to hear. The unified control plane seems like a practical solution for managing multi-cloud environments, offering consistent routing, security across platforms like AWS, Azure, and GCP. Additionally, I'd say the focus on reducing silos and ensuring consistent performance across clouds is really a thoughtful approach. Let's move on to our next question, which is for both of you. Question number 3. Can you give a real customer example that highlights how Aviatrix and Equinix can help solve pressing issues for many customers? Specifically, I would love to understand your approach with the customer to deliver the desired outcome. Charlie, why don't you tell us about the customer challenges? And Jason, why don't you share the solution that was implemented?
Sure thing. So we have a joint customer who's a provider of consumer financial products. This customer was on a mission to modernize its IT environment by migrating mission-critical workloads from their on-premise infrastructure and data centers to the public cloud. But of course, as you can imagine, this wasn't exactly a simple task. So this customer faced 4 main challenges. The first challenge was they required low-latency cloud on-ramps. They needed seamless, low-latency access to not just one, but multiple cloud service providers. Secondly, from a regulatory and compliance perspective, this customer is in the financial ecosystem. As a financial institution, they had to ensure strict control, governance, and observability across their IT environment. throughout this entire evolution. Third, from a global network modernization perspective, their global network backbone also needed to be redesigned to be more reliable, secure, and agile throughout this whole process. And then finally, because they are a financial services customer, they needed access to the entire financial services ecosystem, and it had to be on demand. This ecosystem was critical and is critical to their operations and competitiveness. In short, they needed a solution that was scalable, secure, and ultimately easy to manage, all while being cost-effective and future-proof. Yep.
Thank you so much, Charlie. Jason, why don't you tell us what solution was implemented and the result?
Yeah, of course. So to tackle these challenges, the company partnered with Equinix and Aviatrix to implement a hybrid multi-cloud solution that basically checked all the boxes that Charlie broke down. So let me kind of break this down. First, they use Equinix Network Edge as the backbone of their global network. This allowed them to deploy infrastructure in minutes and provided low latency connectivity to workloads across multiple cloud platforms. They didn't have to go through and actually shop multiple different, service providers to go through and figure out what their transfer structure was going to look like. After that, they leveraged Equinix Fabric to seamlessly interconnect their data centers with cloud service providers. And this ensured smooth and reliable communication between their on-premises and cloud environments. Also, between clouds, which is often a difficult thing to get set up. Then Aviatrix came into play. So what we did is we provided advanced encryption and network control, which really simplified the end-to-end encryption and automated application deployments. It also gave the IT team enhanced visibility and control over their networking environment. Remember all those tools I talked about before? These folks love those tools, and they got them back. Finally, the solution was fully compatible with Terraform APIs, which enabled the customer to manage everything programmatically, which added a layer of efficiency and scalability to their operations. I mean, instead of trying to go through an Azure and configure ARM and Bicep and trying to use CloudFormation in AWS, they could do it all within Terraform and deploy to all those different environments from one API. The results were incredible. They achieved secure, low latency connections across key global locations. Their architecture became fully cloud agnostic, eliminating the need to manage physical hardware life cycles. And with API-driven management, they gained the flexibility to automate and future-proof their operations. But most importantly, the solution wasn't just about solving today's challenges. Equinix and Aviatrix are committed to supporting the customer's long-term hybrid multi-cloud strategy with ongoing innovation and executive alignment. It really is a true partnership built for the future.
Thank you, Jason. Before we wrap up, I'd like to ask one more question that I think will resonate with our audience. Question number 4. How does the partnership between Equinix and Aviatrix help businesses future-proof their IT strategies in the face of rapid technological advancements like AI, edge computing, and 5G? Charlie, why don't you start, then hand over to Jason?
Sure. I'm so glad you asked this question. We've mentioned it a couple of times already, but future-proof, right? This is one we hear quite often from our customers. The pace of technological changes is accelerating, and businesses need to ensure their IT strategies are not just reactive, but are proactive. Future-proofing is about building an infrastructure that can adapt to new technologies, scale with demand, and remain secure in an increasingly complex digital landscape. So here's how Equinix contributes to this. From a global scalability perspective, Equinix operates their IBXs in data centers. We have over 240 of them. We're also across more than 70 markets worldwide. This provides businesses with the ability to scale their operations globally. This is critical as technologies like AI and 5G drive the need for low latency connections and edge computing capabilities. Secondly, our proximity to emerging technologies. Our interconnection platform, or layer 2 software-defined interconnection called Equinix Fabric, allows businesses to connect directly to leading cloud providers, SaaS platforms, NSPs or network service providers, and future technologies that we might not understand what they are today, but we will tomorrow. This ensures that as new technologies emerge, whether it's AI, edge computing, or 5G, or the next thing, can integrate them seamlessly into their existing infrastructure. From a resiliency and security perspective, as businesses adopt these new technologies, the attack surface, for cyber threats is always increasing. Equinix's secure interconnected infrastructure provides the foundation for a zero trust security model that ensures that businesses can innovate while without compromising on security at all. By partnering with Aviatrix, we take this a step further, enabling businesses to build a truly future-ready IT strategy.
Yeah, and Charlie makes an excellent point about the importance of scalability, proximity, and security. So from the Aviatrix perspective, future-proofing is about giving businesses the tools they need to adapt to change quickly and confidently. So, how do we go through and actually future-proof some of these different IT strategies? So cloud agnosticism. You don't want to be trapped on a particular cloud for your different workloads. Now, there are certain advantages that folks get with being on different clouds, and those need to be kind of addressed from a business level perspective. But realistically, Aviatrix provides a unified control plane that works across all major cloud providers, whether it's AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle, or anybody else out there. This really means businesses can adopt new cloud technologies or switch providers without having to overhaul their entire infrastructure. So if you want to move services or add services, everything's kind of built in there, and that type of basically workload mobility is built into the platform in a way that's not difficult for people to go through and actually try to adapt to the real world. Then you've got edge and 5G readiness capabilities. So as edge computing and 5G become more prevalent, businesses need to process data closer to where it's generated. You cannot get around the speed of light problem. Like, that's just a thing that exists. I can't add more GPUs to make these things faster. I can't put more compute nodes in these places. Like, that's just the reality of the world. And the Aviatrix platform is designed to extend networking and security capabilities to the edge. And this ensures that businesses can take full advantage of these different technologies and these new technologies that are going to emerge over time. And then there's the automation AI integration function. So automation is definitely key to future proofing. And we've seen that because so many things have been automated. And some things have been automated well, some things have been automated bad. We can have that debate, during the Q&A section. But realistically speaking, we know automation is required because doing a lot of the things that we're talking about doing can be difficult, and it's much faster to do these things in a script as opposed to trying to go through and make these things happen in a manual way. We integrate seamlessly with tools like Terraform, enabling businesses to automate network deployment and management. This not only improves efficiency, but also ensures that businesses can scale quickly to meet new demands. Your application teams don't have to go through and file multiple different tickets with the security folks, the network folks, and everything else, because they can actually have pre-packaged Terraform scripts that can go through and automatically be uploaded and pushed out without having to go through the rigor of having somebody go through and actually make changes in multiple cloud environments. And then there's the enhanced visibility and control. So we talked about these tools that I really, really like. I don't know if you guys can figure this out or not, but I am a real big fan of TCP dump. The future of IT, is really all about data. It's about how it's generated, where it's stored, and how it's used to provide actionable business insights. In order for you to be able to distribute that data and move that data around, you need a way to understand where it is in the right context and where it is moving across the different workloads. We provide deep visibility into multi-cloud environments, giving businesses the insights they need to optimize performance, reduce cost, and improve security. And the amount of visibility that we provide and the ability for you to go through and see these things in the right context really gives you a level of understanding of how your workloads actually work across these multiple clouds that you just can't get from other solutions. So together, Aviatrix and Equinix provide a comprehensive solution that enables businesses to embrace new technologies with confidence. And whether it's AI, edge computing, 5G, or whatever the next big cool thing is that comes out that my kids will teach me about, our partnership really ensures that businesses are ready for whatever comes next.
Thank you both for those detailed answers. It's clear that the partnership between Equinix and Aviatrix is not just about solving today's challenges, but also about preparing businesses for the future. By combining Equinix's global infrastructure and interconnection capabilities with Aviatrix's unified networking and security platform, businesses can build a foundation for long-term success. This has been a really insightful discussion. And I'm sure our audience has learned a lot about how to navigate the complexities of hybrid multi-cloud environments while leveraging emerging technologies like AI. Any final words for our listeners?
For sure. Just wanted to recap, a bit of the conversation. We definitely covered, quite a bit. So the key takeaways that I think we want to point to, as Jason mentioned, we can't change physics. So as much as we'd like to, we can't. We all miss the tools. I too speak TCP dump fluently, and anytime I get to use those tools, makes my life and jobs easier. With AI and application modernization, these are driving huge amounts of innovation in many ways that we didn't expect before. But with this comes a lot of the complexities and obstacles in our way, particularly in the hybrid multi-cloud environments. Equinix provides the global digital infrastructure and interconnection platform needed to support these AI workloads, ensuring low latency from a connectivity perspective, a high data throughput, and secure access to cloud resources, SaaS platforms, all the major CSPs, and thousands of other interconnection endpoints that you may need to connect to. And beyond that, our partnership with Aviatrix enables businesses to overcome many of the challenges by combining Equinix's robust infrastructure with Aviatrix's unified multi-cloud networking and security platform. Together, we really do empower organizations to innovate faster, scale smarter, and operate more securely.
Yeah, and I'm just going to add a couple of points. So Aviatrix simplifies multi-cloud networking by providing this unified control plane. And we also offer functions like high-performance encryption and really advanced levels of visibility. It's taking these pieces in the right context and putting them into play in these different environments across multiple different clouds and hybrid environments that really kind of up-levels the solution that goes past just regular connectivity. We help businesses reduce overall operational silos, which improve security and focus on innovation rather than infrastructure challenges. So instead of spending all your time trying to debug every cloud provider out there or trying to remember how to do a certain thing on their CLI within their GUI, we give you simple boxes to check, and we take things, 20 or 40 clicks down to 3 or 4. And it's a huge time saver. And then the partnership between Aviatrix and Equinix is really a true game changer. So we enable businesses to future-proof their operations and unlock the full potential of these emerging technologies, things like AI. And this multi-cloud strategy is really the thing that enables businesses to be able to do things much more effectively, given the real-world environment and the evolving way that technology is moving at this fast pace that AI is driving.
Well, thank you both, and thank you to our audience for joining us today. If you have any further questions or would like to learn more, please visit us at aviatrix.com, equinix.com, or contact us directly at sales